Good morning. And welcome to our second service in our new home. Yes. Thank you for all coming. It's good to see everybody on this holiday weekend. And singing for us today is the lovely Raven Barrientos. I'll do a Jana Stanfield song about exploring.
If I could look down on this path I walk from somewhere way up high, I could see the crooked road that I have come. I walked a mile with sorrow, I walked a mile with joy, and now I'm less afraid of either one. For every tear I've cried, there's a smile that I have earned. For every worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. Some people choose to live their lives on quiet avenues, while others find a place in the parade. Some like me are seekers, we take less traveled roads, believing we can find a better way. And though I get discouraged, I won't be turning back. I have joy as my compass and faith as my map. Adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. All of us are headed for the same destination, so why not blaze a trail that's got imagination? I am not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring.
Thank you, Raven. That was beautiful. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's greet this glorious day in our beautiful new space by connecting with who we truly are, which is spiritual beings having a human experience. I'm going to guide us through a brief meditation now over the course of the next 5 minutes. So to begin, gently close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in. Inhale deeply through your nose, allowing the air to fill your lungs, expanding your chest and your abdomen. Now hold the breath for a moment at the top, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, And as you do, release any tension, any worries, any fears. You are safe. Just focus on your breath entering and leaving your body. Again, inhale deeply through your nose, allowing the air to fill your lungs, expanding your chest and abdomen. Hold the breath for a moment at the top, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, remembering to release any tension, any worries, any fears that you're holding on to. This is the time to just let them go. Release them. Now become aware of your body. Your body is sitting on a seat and is being supported the same way that living, loving spirit supports you all day, every day. With each new breath, feel your body becoming more relaxed, more at ease. Just let go. Let go and surrender to this present moment. With each breath, allow yourself to relax deeper, 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 feeling a sense of calm, a sense of peace washing over you. You are here now, and that's all that matters. A new day has arrived. It's here to greet you. Let its positive energy hold your hand and support you. You are communion with nature. You are a powerful being who can absorb the best in life and expel the rest. Accept all the sounds and energies you hear and feel around you. They aren't distractions. They're the natural rhythm of this beautiful space. It's exciting. And the day is filled with vibrancy and possibility. Breathe in the good. Exhale the bad. Breathe in the good. And exhale the bad. Breathe in positivity, confidence, and kindness. Exhale worry, fear, and negativity. And now follow the positivity that enters your awareness and rejoice at releasing all your stress, all your negativity. You are safe. You are loved. You smile as you feel wonderful and supported by the day. You are safe. You are loved. You are safe. You are loved. Pay attention to the positive energy generated by all around you in this loving, supportive community. Welcome this energy into your body. Invite it into your heart. Invite it into your life. And say silently to yourself, I choose to stretch beyond where I was when I got up this morning. I am ready to open myself to something new. I choose to stretch beyond where I was when I got up this morning. I am ready to open myself to something new. Today will be full of exciting lessons for you. Enjoy each and every one of them, even the difficult parts. Remember who you truly are and walk in love. Walk in light. Walk in joy. So let's take one more deep cleansing breath. Hold it and release. Slowly open your eyes and come back into the room. May you create a day filled with abundance and with joy and endless opportunities. And so it is.
Raven Barrientos.
That was wonderful. So good morning. I'm Lucia Cooper-Smith. I'm your host for today. And let me begin by saying it is a pleasure to welcome you to our new home for Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. And I'd also like to welcome those who are watching online. So today is very special because we have a special service. We have our speakers today, our Reverends Mitch Johnson, Rosemary Cathcart, and Gregory Fisher. So together, they'll be sharing with us the evolution of our center and how this teaching has impacted each of them. So we're also very happy. Raven, welcome back. It's always wonderful to have you here with us. So for those of you who haven't been here before, who is CSLN? We are an open and inclusive New Thought spiritual community. Our vision is to open hearts, inspire dreams, and transform lives. Our purpose is to help people live their best lives through practical spiritual teaching that teaches us the power of our thoughts and our alignment with spirit. Wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. So I'd like to start with a short quote from Ernest Holmes, followed by an affirmative prayer, and then I'll welcome our speakers to the stage. In the book Love and Law, Ernest Holmes wrote, "You are each a law unto yourselves. Become unto yourselves a law of happiness, a law of peace, a law of health, life, love, truth, and beauty, and go forth to radiate that which you feel yourself to be." So please join me in an affirmative prayer. I invite you to close your eyes and just take a deep breath and be in this present moment right now. And know with me that there is one power, one infinite intelligence that created all. And whether I call it God, the universe, spirit, it is the one. It is the mind of God. Because I was created from it, it is my mind also. And I am one with all of the magnificence of spirit. And so I affirm that I am my thoughts. My thoughts are energy, vibrating and attracting that which I think into my life. So I choose thoughts that are of creation and love. I am open to today's message, knowing that there will be something spoken that will spark something in me and remind me of my magnificence, that I am a law of happiness, of peace, a law of health and life and love, and I radiate this to the world. It is with gratitude abundantly that I have spoken these words, and I know that the word that I have spoken is already done. I release my word to the law of mind that always says, "Yes, my beloved, it is done." And together we say, "And so it is." Now put your hands together and let's welcome Reverends Mitch Johnson, Rosemary Cathcart, and Gregory Fisher.
Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is. Notice I'm the one. Hi. We're going to start with the esteemed Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson. That's you.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, because you started it.
I was trying to forget.
No. Please don't forget.
I'm sorry?
Please don't forget.
Oh. Huh?
You see, I wanted to write a script for today.
Oh, that would not be
He
a
said
good idea.
absolutely no. He said, "Are you kidding?" So we're just going to wing it.
Okay. So I'm going to start off by flashing you.
Of course he is.
Can you read that? It says heavily meditated. It's one of my favorite T-shirts. I got it at some retreat a few years back, and it was part of this process that we're all involved in of getting deeper and deeper into ourselves and deeper into understanding who we are. Now, when I started this center, these many years ago,
Yes.
I thought I knew it all. But the truth is, I didn't know anything. I knew some science of mind, but I listened to Ernest Holmes and read in the Science of Mind textbook what he said, and I forgot exactly where. But he said, we have made a riddle of simplicity. A riddle of simplicity. So if you think about it, all of the different theisms and all of the different religions and all of the different philosophies out there are telling us so many different things about how to be happy, how to be successful, how to be in love with life. And yet, it is utter simplicity. It is the utter simplicity of realizing that as you give,
So you receive.
so shall you receive. And that's because of this thing we call the law of mind. It's always, you call it law of attraction, I don't care what you call it, but it's always, 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 and in always operating. So you can't get away from it. And it took me years to understand that you can't get away from it, as much as I wanted to get away from it. I wanted to be mean and nasty and not have mean and nasty things happen to me. Have you ever, you know what I mean? Well, you wouldn't know because you're too good.
Not like that.
Yeah, you're not like
No, no, we know.
But it comes down to this. And I could give you a whole lot of neurological ideas because I've come to study that in the past few years. And do you know that your brain's neurology supports this teaching? That is, as you give, so shall you receive. If you want love in your life and more love, you've got to give it. If you want more joy, you've got to give it. If you want more success, you've got to give it. If you want more tap dancing your way into America's heart, I don't know why I said that.
We don't never know.
Because you've always wanted to be a tap dancer.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
I've
just
always
put
wanted
those
to.
shoes.
I think I saw that once, and what was her name? When she was a little girl, she was a big
Shirley
Huh?
Temple.
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple. And there was a movie trailer that said, she's tap dancing her way into America's heart.
Oh,
So I thought, well, that's for
there
me.
you go, right? How did it pan out?
So but it
Didn't
didn't
pan
turn
out,
out
did
too
it?
well because,
What was your inspiration for starting
I tried.
religious science?
But back again, this center and what we did was based on the notion that to stop making a riddle out of simplicity, to stop complicating it, to stop paying attention to the doubts and worries and fears, and start paying attention, which is neurologically sound, incidentally. What you pay attention to draws energy, whether it's good or less than good. So we need to stop making a riddle of simplicity and understand that if you're just kind to someone, if you're just loving to someone, if you just smile, you know, your smile connects those muscles that go right to your brain, that go right to your pleasure centers.
Yes.
Here's the truth. The more you smile, the more you activate your pleasure centers, you grow neural tissue there. And the more this neural tissue grows, the more habitual it becomes. And the more habitual it becomes, the more your life becomes that. Amen?
Amen. Where did you first start the religious science of Nashville?
When did I first start?
When and where?
Well, I was only 5 at the time.
I
So.
think you're lying to us all, but we'll go with it.
Which was pretty fantastic, you gotta admit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, 5.
For a
You had all
5-year-old.
that wisdom at 5?
No. Well, like I said, I thought I knew everything, but I didn't. But I learned a lot, and I had many great teachers, and I can't tell you how many cassettes, how many tapes, how many books,
Yeah.
how many this or that I've read. But, I found this. All of us are here because we're seekers.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
If you agree with me, say amen.
Amen.
Because we're seekers, we're always going, well, there's more. So that's what I want you to understand. Don't make a riddle of it. It's pretty simple. There's always more. There's always more to any picture than you can imagine. There's always more to life. There's always more to love. There's always more that you can become and be. Because you're God.
And so the year was,
When did you start this? What year?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I'm preaching.
Yeah, you're going first and then I'll do the
Hallelujah.
middle. Yes, hello. Do you want your notes?
No.
Would you read your notes? I can't even read your writing.
You can't read my writing?
Not at all after all these years.
Yeah.
I can,
Well, you're not alone. I used to send out thank you notes to people who donated, every Sunday.
they could never read your writing.
And someone said, I've got all of your notes up on my refrigerator. I just can't read them. Okay.
I know you started,
I think it was 1988.
wasn't it
88.
like in your living room or something and inviting people?
Well,
and
actually, something like that. But we went down to it used to be the hotel downtown across from the Union Station Hotel.
Lowe's Van?
No, this was the first one. This was a Hilton or something, I don't remember. But we were there for a few weeks, and there were 8 people around the table. And I tried to get, am I going to hold this whole story? I tried to get ministers to come here from somewhere because I wasn't qualified.
This is
and-
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wasn't qualified. That is to say, I didn't have what they required to be. And so it was 8 people around a table, and I thought, well, I'll just get a few people together, and then we'll attract someone. And so we did. We had a couple of ministers who came, and then someone said to me, well, why don't you do it? We like you better than them.
Whoa.
That fed my ego.
I was going to say that, thank you.
So, at any rate, I called up Carlton Whitehead, who was the president of RSI at the time, Religious Science International, and my president, I guess. And I said, okay, I want to be a minister. What do I do? And he said this. He didn't say, well, you've got to go through this, and you've got to do that, and don't do anything. He never said that.
No.
He said, okay, get ready. What? A riddle of simplicity.
Yeah.
It's simple. He said, it's going to happen. I said, well, I only had 2 years worth of classes, which I didn't even have a practitioner's class. And he said, are you going to be ready or are you going to complain?
Oh, I loved Carlton.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Where's your attention? Where are you placing your precious, what are you giving to life? So I sat down, and then the next year, and now this is like the summer, and in the fall, a guy moved to Huntsville and taught a practitioner class.
Bingo.
And I drove down there and took the practitioner class. And then about that time, we moved over to Lowe's Vanderbilt. And we had, 40 people or maybe 50, it depends. We filled up that room we had. And I invited Kennedy Schultz, who was the president at that time, and he came up and he looked around and he said, look, finish your practitioner's thing and do, get your case histories in and all that. and I'll make you a provisional minister now. You can come down and study minister classes with me next year.
There you go.
It all fell together. See, when things are supposed to happen, they happen. When you're trying to force something to happen,
You're
you're
trouble.
actually saying what?
No. Blocking it.
Yeah. I was going to wear a blue shirt today with a beautiful tie that matched.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to look stunning
You look stunning, man.
and so pretty.
Great shoes. Great shoes.
So, but, humbly, of course.
Oh, we're all
But I
taking a
couldn't
breath
get
on
the shirt button. And I was going, and I'm going, what the hell am I doing this for? This is supposed to be easy. So I thought, wait a minute, my favorite shirt is my heavily meditated shirt, so I put that on. And here I am.
And you look fabulous.
No need to make a riddle of simplicity. Ernest Holmes.
Thank you. Thank you. When I first moved to Nashville, about the time, a little bit after he was getting this idea about this program, I attended Unity, and I loved it. The Reverend Jimmy Scott, fabulous man, and I went for a massage with a girl named Barbara Jennings, and I was all ready to sell Barbara on Unity. And I got on the table, and she said, "You have got to come to church with me." And I'm like, okay. She said, "I'm going to this place on Woodmont Boulevard with this minister who is so funny." And I'm,
Funny.
you're laying on the table, you're kind of, anyway. And she said, "Andy has a really good message." I said, "Well, what is it?" She said, "Well, it's this new thing." I said, "Well, I need a name." She said, "Well, it's called Science of Mind." And she said, "The minister is really funny. Mitch Johnson, and he's got the best jokes." And I'm like, and I'm waiting, right? Is there going to be something deeper than really good jokes? And she said, "But his message is always good, and he's really kind." I know.
She didn't
She
know
didn't
me.
know you really well yet. That was mean. So immediately the next Sunday, I went to Religious Science of Nashville, which was meeting then. I mean, you had moved up. You were now at the YWCA on Woodmont Boulevard, 1608 Woodmont. And it was like I felt welcomed. Everything that David was talking about earlier, and Lucia was talking about in her opening, I just walked in and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I really like these people. I found a spot, sat right in the front row, was so taken with the fact that the then music director, Mark Horowitz, would rally the troops, present wonderful music, sit right next to me, and write down every word Mitch said. And I thought, oh, I'm bringing a notebook. And that's how it started. I was so intrigued, and I was really welcomed, and I found a place to serve. And I think that's a real big part of belonging. So we didn't have any kind of a volunteer situation. So I became the volunteer coordinator and started making, groups and organizing. And it was a really good place for me to hide my ornery, controlling self under the guise of being organized and helping everyone to do it exactly my way. That's a Libra with a lot of Scorpio for you. But I smile while I'm telling you what's wrong. Anyway, I loved it. I loved being able to serve. I loved being able to really dig in and participate. And I was enthralled with Ernest Holmes. I read that, and I read it, and I read it. I read everything he wrote, and I thought, this is too easy to be this good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like everything Mitch was talking about, like the more I send out the right vibration, the more everything I want or need, not always want, immediately comes back to me. So I took all the practitioner courses from then Reverend Mitch, became enthralled, equally enthralled with Raymond Charles Barker, even Thomas Troward. But it was the community. And I think we all have to think in terms of that when we're in a community where we are recognized and appreciated and there's genuine communication and dialogue, everybody thrives. And that was provided. And we had quite a few feisty people, really feisty people.
I don't know, why did you attract them?
I think he said, why did I attract them? I think a lot of them came because of you. And then I was responsible for a few others. But it was that belief in, I can join in. I can make my presence felt. I can grow and learn and still do some hard work and show up. We've got to show up. So it's interesting. This was back in the day where we had printed bulletins. Remember those little folded pieces of paper? So it was my day to hand out bulletins. It was never lost on me that the room that we met in was the largest meeting room at the YWCA. In the morning, you could go to Pilates. Mid-afternoon, you could go to Jazzercise. And Sundays, you could come to Religious Science of Nashville. Multi-purpose room. But I was standing at the door, greeting people, and I would explain to everybody as they passed out bulletins, this is your first opportunity to do a spiritual mind treatment. Because how you greet a person and how you make them feel about showing up sets the tone for their whole day. So I always really did that. I tried to shake hands. My dad was a newspaper editor. He would line us up and make us greet one another. And it was the old, hi, how do you do? Can I shake your hand, please? Hello, lovely to meet you. What is your name?
Fred?
Hi, Fred. But when you do that kind of thing and hold their hand, you will always remember some distinguishing feature. So we did all that. And it just looked like we were saying hello. The simple stuff always has a little motive underneath it. But I was standing at the door, and it was a Sunday in, I believe, March of 1996. Don't look clueless. Greeting people, and I heard this voice kind of coming around the corner. And you know how when you are in the middle of something, you're meeting somebody again that you've known for lifetimes, and everything alive opens up inside of you. That was what was happening to me. And then this gentleman, in the middle of a conversation with a friend, came around the corner, and I handed him the bulletin with an appropriate greeting, and I actually got an electrical shock when our hands touched. So this is my brother from another mother, an immediate sense of recognition, Gregory Fisher, and it was fascinating to see how he immediately became a part of the family. And like all good things, I always go where I feel like I'm meant to be at the time. We go, we come back, we go, we come back, but we always come back here. And it's interesting to note the address at Woodmont Boulevard was 1608 Woodmont Boulevard. And now here we are, all these decades later, and we are at 160 Bell Forest Circle. Life is a circle, and we've had the privilege of making that circle together for a number of years, and mostly it's been really good. We've had an argument or two. We'll just go with it. But I think when you are really in the company of people you honor and trust, you are allowed to tell your truth. It's all part of our teaching, right? Gregory?
So,
Yes,
my
darling.
story about coming to RSN, then CSLN, I actually, the first time I came was in 1991.
Oh,
At the time, backtracking just a little bit, I was in ministry in the Southern Baptist world from the time I was 14. I was drafted into a youth evangelism team that traveled all over the country doing revivals, evangelism for youth. Yeah, because, yeah.
yeah.
And
Hallelujah.
I know. I know. I have so many things I could say about that. But I moved to Nashville when I was 28, so 14 years later, and got very involved in the Christian music world. All during that time, the last 10 years of that, I was also in what was called then reparative therapy. I think they now call it conversion therapy, but it was an attempt, a pretty stout attempt for 10 years. I just want to make that clear, the whole decade between 20 and 30 to become heterosexual. It turned out it really didn't work.
Yeah. That's good.
If you know anyone that's going that route, just send them to me. We'll talk. But that last 2 years here in Nashville, I was becoming a pretty, somewhat famous Christian songwriter, and was having some real success there. But whenever I finally decided that authenticity and integrity were going to have to win the day, or I was not going to survive. Yeah. I lost my ministry, and I lost my publishing deal.
Your record deal.
Yeah, all that went away. So I became a little bit bitter, and it's possible I developed a habit of way over drinking that then took me into some rooms where people sit around and talk about such things in an attempt to get their life straightened out. But I also discovered that my anger continued to grow. So, after several years of working on that in 1991, a friend of mine who was also in the 12-step stuff said, I've heard about this place where, it's like a church, which of course all my antennas and I bristled. Church, yeah. He said, well, they teach this thing that it might be our next step, is exactly what he said. It might be our next, is what he said. I mean, so I went, and as many of you I know, I've heard almost maybe all of you in this room that I've ever spoken with say exactly the same thing. I walked in the first service, I felt like I had finally come home.
Yeah.
I felt like I had finally come home. And I was a little bit annoyed by that because I was just like, I didn't think I was looking for a home.
Yeah.
I thought I was done with all of that. What I know now in the work that I do is that religious trauma is real, and most people in this culture have it. Mm-hmm. I deal with it on a daily basis with people now. But I recall, because I had a chip on my shoulder, perhaps, not me.
Let's give it a moment.
Okay. So I recall going up to Mitch that first day, this man right here, and saying, okay, sir, I just got one question for you. I liked everything today. I think I might be back, but I need to know the answer to one question. He said, okay, what's that? I said, what has this church's position on homosexuality been for the history of the organization? And he stood there and he thought for a minute. He said, "Is it okay if it's never been an issue at all?"
Bingo.
I said, "Oh, that was the answer I was looking for.
Absolutely.
I'll be right back." And so that was the beginning for me of this relationship with this congregation and these people. And it is a relationship. I hope if I have anything to say today, that's what it would be. It's a relationship. Listen, healing happens in community.
Yeah.
Healing happens in community. Most of us all come in here with a wound of some kind. You know, and if it's a religious trauma wound, whatever the wound is, and healing of that wound takes time, it's a journey, and it happens in community.
Yeah.
So if you want healing, be a part of a healing community. It's everyone's job. It turns out it's everyone's job to be a part of the healing. And it has certainly been that for me. I took the so then I left. I moved out of Nashville. I was gone 92, 93, 94. And in 96 is when I was out in San Diego in a place I hated with a job I hated. I think I was with a person I might not have liked too much.
That's trifecta.
It was, yeah. And I made a decision, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. And I had no clue where I was going to go. But I will tell you this. What drew me back to Nashville was this church.
Yeah.
As I was there and I had the opportunity to go anywhere I wanted to go, I thought, that church in Nashville felt like healing. And I'm going back there. So I moved back to Nashville to come to this church. I don't know that I ever even told you that.
No.
Where they never had a policy about heterosexual.
They didn't. And that's the first Sunday back was the Sunday I met Rosemary.
And it was an electrical experience.
It was. And
I can't remember what you said to me. I said something to you.
It was probably brilliant.
I think it was a little off-putting.
Oh.
But you were still mine.
Yeah, I know. We had each other.
Rosemary, you're trapped between two narcissists.
I don't know.
Let me make a note. Anybody have a pen? No, we started in a hotel because he had a vision and he had a yearning to be more and to bring other people into it. So I joined this organization when we had church in a box every Sunday, going to the Y, unpacking every single thing, setting up every single chair, and then taking it all down at the end of the day. So to be here is an extraordinary accomplishment, and I do believe we own the building. Right, isn't that amazing?
Well, and I kind of want to talk about that for a second.
And I want to talk about my little badge.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
See, it says I'm the producer. We never had any labels or name tags until Gregory became a part of religious science. And because I was bossy and the volunteer coordinator, I became the producer.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, so then I just wanted to talk about that little space in between there and here, where Rosemary and I were on the board.
Oh.
And
we would gang up on you.
And Bonnie.
And
Judy Burnett.
Pauline
Sweet
Davis.
Judy Burnett, y'all remember.
Pauline Davis.
Who could have been sweeter than Judy?
And Laura Landry.
But we strong-armed Mitch into buying the other building over on Charlotte. Mitch was like, nope. And we're like,
Not going to the boondocks. Nobody's out there.
So that building was found and we purchased it. And I remember we bought that building for $450,000.
No, 700.
$700.
Yeah.
But maybe we only had to get a loan for $450.
No.
I don't remember. But anyway, but what we did say then was, everything in Nashville is moving this direction. Mm-hmm. And someday this place is going to be worth at least
A fortune.
a
Yeah.
fortune.
Get the money back.
Which, it was a lovely home for us until it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then it provided us the opportunity to do this,
Yeah.
right? So it's just been a wonderful journey. You know, I've been a member now for 30 years.
What we would do before every board meeting, we would communicate about what was going to be talked about, what was on the line, and we met at a long table. Mitch would be on the end, Gregory would be over there, I'd be over here. And when the wonderful Reverend Dr. Mitch wouldn't acquiesce or agree with what we needed, he'd kick my foot, I'd kick his. Like, you want to take this one? Okay, I'll take this one. But the thing is, we all worked as a team.
Can I?
You can do whatever.
I'm going to defend myself.
Okay, say something.
No, I'm not. You have to understand the history of Science of Mind
Yes.
and Ernest Holmes was no building.
Yeah,
Right.
He used to say about the Founders Church.
yes.
He said, "Oh, that's William Hornaday's building," who was a minister who took it over. He had classrooms, which we had,
We did. Yeah.
and he rented places, and that was his idea.
Yeah.
And so, and Kennedy Schultz and all of them,
Right,
the same thing. And so I thought, well, that was the way to go. In fact, we were going to go to the factory.
Yes.
I remember
You
that.
and I went down there and met
Calvin.
with
Yeah, and we all
Yeah.
went down there, and Calvin Lehue owned it then, and Calvin had been in Science of Mind. So it looked good. We had a place. He set it up on the second floor where it was classroom and a meeting space and blah, blah, blah in the factory. And okay, we're going to do this. And then the fire department said, no, you can't do it up there. Oh,
Yep, whoops.
yeah. So, but we needed to move
Yeah.
because the Y was going.
Gotta go.
Gotta leave.
So then that's when I quit.
You didn't quit? You
No.
never quit?
No, it was the best thing we could do was to get that building.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that people insisted with me.
Me too. It panned out. It panned out.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm so excited that I get to stand between two people I love so much and have argued with for a long time. And will continue. But I think that's part of community too. Just say what you need to say, let it go, move on,
Yeah.
right?
So for me, my final word here, and you all
Yep,
can keep
we're
going as
done.
long as you want. I might leave, but no, I'm kidding. Here's my word of admonition to all of us in this new move. It's very exciting. I mean, it's exciting a move is exciting, and new things, new opportunities, new neighborhood, and new faces. Every Sunday I look up and there's faces here I haven't seen before. But as I said, community is where healing happens, and that's not about a building. You know, I love that we have a new building. I love that we're going to fill this place, and I love that it provides us the opportunity to continue to build a healing community. Now, I'm going to be blunt enough to say the last 5 years around here, I don't know, were you paying attention? There's been some difficulty, to say the very least. But look at us now.
Yeah.
So here we are. Now, what are we going to make of this? What are we going to make of this opportunity? Here's what I know, too. This place will mean to you, I'm coming to the edge of this place will mean to you what you're willing to give to it. What are you willing to give to this experience? What are you willing to give to this opportunity? What are you willing to give to these people you're sitting next to? it will mean as much to you as you get involved and as much as you commit. So what do you want? See, in life, and as Mitch has already said, intention is everything. Because what do you intend to have is exactly what you're going to have. So get really clear. Clear, simple. As he said, what do I want? And what am I willing to give to get it? And how will this be affected for me by the people around me? And how can I affect the people around me? And that's all I got.
And I just want to close with this wonderful statement from Ernest Holmes. Through the power of love, we can let go of past history and begin again. Love heals, love forgives, and love makes whole. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, gentlemen.
We're still working things out here.
I am not with it today, am I? I'm sitting there enjoying the talk, going,
It's
that
okay.
is wonderful.
I ignored your bell ringing this morning, and we were just talking about it, and I just forgot about it.
We're working through details still. It's all good. So, Mitch talked about the law of giving and receiving, and that is definitely one of our main lessons and laws. So the law of giving and receiving demonstrates to us that when we give, we receive even more. So if something has touched you today, there are many ways you can share the love with us, and we are grateful for your offering. I'd like to ask our ushers to come forward, and thank you to Susan Prim and Meredith Green for volunteering today. In addition to these baskets being passed, we also have a few other ways we can accept your gift to our center. To use a credit card, we have a QR code that you can find in the lobby in the back or in the bookstore in the community room, or you can go to our website. And for our online viewers, please make a contribution using the link in the description on your screen. Please say with me, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
There be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant
was beautiful and so appropriate right now. Let there be peace on earth. So thank you to our speakers today, to Mitch, Rosemary, Gregory. Thank you so much. That was so much fun having the three of you do this today. And thank you for doing that. And thank you to Raven for joining us today. And Don Morgan, Jimmy Lopez, and of course, Larry Faragalli. So we just have a few short announcements before we close our service. The search is on for our new minister, so let's keep our vibrations high. We'll be doing our new minister covenant in a little bit to close the service, but our profile and our video are complete and posted on the minister portal, and we're promoting via social media and word of mouth. So if you all know of a CSL affiliated minister, if you've seen someone speak somewhere else, and you think they'd be a good fit for CSLN, let somebody on the board know, and we'll reach out to them and ask them to submit an application and join us. Please join Tanya Miller-Heyer in a new certified class that she'll be teaching on the foundations of science of mind. The class begins on Tuesday, September 9th, and will be held weekly on Zoom from 9 a.m. to noon. So if you're fairly new to this teaching, this is a great foundational class to take just to learn about how can you apply these principles to your life to manifest what it is you want. And if you're looking for ways to make your life more interesting, exciting, and fun, don't miss our next Let's Talk discussion with Reverend Marla Sanderson on September 21st after the service, as she explores what you can do to improve your life. And if you want information on any of those announcements or under other happenings we have, go to our website or check out the newsletter for Zoom links, who to contact, all that other stuff. Before we close our service, I'd like to welcome any visitors that we have. So we don't ask you to stand, but if you just want to wave your hands so we know that you're new, so that we can come say hello to you. And you're invited to join us in the community room. And today is the 5th Sunday of the month, so we usually don't have hospitality, and we don't have official hospitality today. But thank you to David Arnholter for bringing donuts and coffee so that everybody can have a snack. And if you're watching online, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. It does help our algorithm and moves us to the top of the YouTube channels. I'd like to ask our speakers to come forward, and Reverend Lynn, and if we could have a couple of our practitioners also join us up front, or all of our practitioners join us up front. If there is something you're dealing with or something that you want to attract to your life related to health, relationship, career, money, please don't leave today without asking one of these practitioners and ministers to pray with you as soon as the service is over. Or fill out a prayer request form and put it in the secure box on the table in the lobby. And if you're watching online, go to our website under practitioners and contact any one of us directly. So in order to attract the right minister for our community, each week we will end our service with our new minister covenant. So we all know that we must first become what we want in a new minister and affirm it as a community in order to create the space for them to be attracted to us. There are also copies of this covenant on the credenza in the lobby for you to take home and use in your personal prayer time. And as I read our new minister covenant, please affirm it silently while I read it aloud and focus on the intention of these words and how we each embody this. So it is up on the screen, and know with me that there is only one life. This life is love, goodness, and God. This life lives in me, in you, and in all. Together we know that we are one with the presence of our new minister, a beautiful expression of spirit, guided by love and grounded in truth. We welcome a minister who inspires, uplifts, and walks the path of the science of mind. They speak with clarity, lead with wisdom, and love with an open heart. They honor our music, our gifts, and our community. They see each of us as whole, perfect, and divine. Together we say yes to a minister who brings abundance, joy, and shared purpose. We trust the right and perfect person is already here. And please say with me, and so it is. So let's put a little love in our hearts and stand for our closing song.
Think of your fellow man, to my helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. But when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. We just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart. 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 Think of your fellow man. Put a little love in your heart. Give him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. Here we go.
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.